Hello. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome again. Yeah, thanks for joining our Facebook Live today. Welcome, everyone. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Once again, we come to our once a week live. Yeah, in our Facebook. Today, we will be discussing about a very interesting topics. Yeah, which is talking about sensitive and eczema skin. Yes. So I welcome every one of you who has children, family members, or you yourself who is having this sensitive or eczema skin, to come and listen and to learn more about these topics because it will benefit you for sure. Yeah, most of the time, eczema condition, it affect a person continuously for a long period of time. Meaning to say, you probably had that kind of experience, where your skin, yeah, eczema skin actually keep on recurring after you treated with medication, with cream, with any lotions. People recommend you this cream is good, that cream is good, every cream, also you have tried. Eventually you still feel your eczema recur very easily. It improves for a while, then after that it recur again. So that is the most characteristic and most troublesome part of eczema skin. So let's talk about what is eczema, and let's see what will be able to solve you out from this kind of uh, frequent recurrence of the eczema. If you would like to look for a long-term solution, curing on your eczema, probably today is your time, okay, to stay with us until the end. Then you will get the whole picture right about eczema. Then you will probably find the solution for yourself, to treat your eczema to the best outcome, okay, for permanent, lasting, solution for your eczema. All right. So I welcome every parents, every single, even adults, every single person of you, who have any dealing with eczema skin in your family members or friends. Welcome to listen to our talks today. And I wish every one of you can also become more interactive to throw in some questions related for your own problems, so that we can be more interactive. And then in the case, you will be able to understand the picture or the knowledge about eczema better, right? Okay, so let us begin. And good afternoon to everyone again. Thank you for joining. Okay. So first of all, what is eczema? Okay, and what is atopic eczema? Okay, what is the difference between atopic eczema and eczema? Okay, so a lot of people may confuse on these terms. Eczema is actually just a very simple word, okay, in dermatology to describe on the inflammation on the skin. Any inflammation or uh, allergic response on the skin means eczema. All right, but it doesn't mean everyone's eczema is the same. Yeah. Then what is atopic eczema? Atopic eczema is one kind of eczema. Okay, so atopic eczema has its own characteristic, where this characteristic is due to more on your self inner bodies, I mean the genetic inside. Okay, you do carry some genetics components, that is characterized by atopy. Atopy means you are sort of like, simple to say, sensitive, or sort of to your body is sensitive towards any external exposure. Okay, meaning to say your skin, when you expose to any surrounding environments, you are sensitive to it. When your eye, when your nose, when your lungs, when your respiratory system, your gut system are exposed to any external food, air, dust, contacts, it also shows sensitive response. That it means that you have this atopy character. So on, if you have these atopic characters, your bodies are more sensitive or considered weaker, towards all this expose. So this will make your body weaken, in certain sense, and it will sort of like corresponding to the other sides. So meaning to say, if you are sensitive and weaker in your digestion system, so your immune system will be weaker from that sense, and it will reflect also, yeah, as part of your weaker immune system on your skin, yeah, on your lung system, things like that. Yeah, so it correlates with each other. So if you are talking about eczema per se, meaning to say on the skin itself, so what is actually happening on the atopy eczema skin? So basically, atopy eczema is where our external, the most outer layer of our skin called epidermis is weaker and couldn't function optimally as a barrier, yeah, function. So our external skin epidermis has a own natural characteristic to work or to function as a barrier protection on our skin. So it prevents the external factors like dust or any pollutions, yeah, from irritating on our skin. And also at the same time, yeah, this external epidermis layer, it acts as a barrier to protect the hydration, the water contains inside our skin. All right. So in atopy eczema characters, actually lacking of this characteristic of healthy epidermis. The epidermis is weaker in the sense of lacking of a content called ceramide. This ceramide is very important and is actually naturally born, naturally uh, glow. Your skin in epidermis naturally have this ceramide. But in atopy eczema characters, you are lacking of this ceramide. So what make the uh, impact is you are you are having epidermis which is weaker in the sense of protections function, and then this will make your skin, yeah, epidermis couldn't sort of protect your skin from irritation, from, yeah, dust, from pollution, or even your own sweats. Yeah, our sweats is salty, yeah, a kind of salt materials. So this water and salt materials, yeah, if you sweat on the eczema skin or atopy eczema skin, you are lacking of this barrier protection. So the sweat itself could be just a simple irritation on your skin. So you will just feel itchy easily whenever you sweat. And you will notice that these characters of atopy eczema will frequently occur over the folding area, like on your elbows, folding area, yeah, on your knee joint, yeah, on the necks, okay, whichever got folding area where it sweats more or easier, and then the irritation will stays longer, and then it flares faster or more obvious. Yeah. So this is the most common characteristic of atopy eczema. The main reasons is just very simple due to lacking of the ceramide ingredients and a weaker epidermis as a barrier function. So then it makes the problems or troubles to your lifestyle or to a person's skin health condition. Yeah. So as simple as that, yeah, atopy eczema, it can present differently, yeah, at different timing or different characters on our body at different areas. It could be different in the pattern. So it could just simply just dry. You will feel your skin is dry. Sometimes a lot of whitish scales. Yeah, these are because your epidermis is weaker, so it get easily scratched, ablated, yeah, kind of thing. So it's sort of like easily exfoliates. Yeah. So the very early characteristic of atopy eczema, and when your skin is in these characters, it is easily or highly irritable whenever you are exposed to any extreme, weathers or extreme environments. Let's say if you feel very cold at one place, suddenly you go to a very hot area or very humid area, then you will start to feel itchy and irritation. Yeah. Or if you exposed to excessive sun, yeah, or any, like let's say you go to the beach, yeah, or a salty air, humid salty air, and also hot sun, then it will irritate your atopy eczema to flare, it become itchy. Uh, or if you are using a lot of strong detergents, for example, like Dettol, Protex, all these detergent-based shower soap, then you will starting to feel very itchy whenever after shower or whenever during sleep, because whenever your skin is too dry and washed by all these detergent base, Then after that, whenever you sleep, you sweat, then it will start to feel more itchy, right? Or because of MCO, yeah, let's say for this past 1 or 2 years time, actually more than 2 years, 3 years already. So you are using more frequent on the sanitizer. Yeah. So when you have this very dry skin on your hand, especially at this area where you use sanitizer and contacts with sanitizer, then it will makes your skin irritates easier than the rest of the other people's. Then your skin will get itchy, fresh, and because our hand is like we need to frequently use our hand. We eat, we wash, we showers, we brush, we wash, we will use our hand all the time. So because of this frequent contacts, frequent irritations, so sometimes the eczema on the skin is just recur and recur very easily, non-stop. Yeah. So once it start, it will be difficult to heal. Yeah. So atopic eczema starts in such a way. Once you miss the dryness part, then it become irritated, and then after that starting to fresh. Once it start to fresh, then it will be quite difficult to treat. Yeah, it will keep on worsen and worsen. Yeah, so this is how it goes. Okay. So sometimes atopic eczema keep on recurring. It become better after you take care of it. Yeah, you probably use some cream, use some lotions. Then after that, it recur again whenever you stress or whenever you just couldn't know why it happens. Sometimes, so it recur. Then after that, you keep on scratching and it hurt, it wounded. Then after that, it heals better. And then over some time, it become thickened and having a kind of scars, also a lot of darkish marks after that. So this is also part of the chronic characters of atopic eczema. Okay, it's a chronic characters mean is a repetition and chronic repetitions of the cycles of inflammation and irritation. Then it will form a hardened scar. Okay, these characters will make the atopic eczema even harder to treat or even poorer responsive to any treatment, to cream, to lotion, or even oral medication. So these are the characters, yeah, that can also occur, in atopic eczema. In at different timing or different characters of skin in eczema, it makes the treatment options, yeah, different. Yeah, sort of like different timing of the skin on eczema will need different ways of cream or application or treatment method to tackle it properly, or else sometimes it may find it work. It may find it like sometimes it works, sometimes it may not works. Okay, yeah. If it is not working, means it's actually worsening. If you are letting your skin worsening, then probably it will get worsen and worsen, and the cycle of severity will get more and more, and then it will be harder and harder to treat. Okay, so simple thing, but not easy to treat. Why? Because the skin changes very fast, right? Okay, so this is what I mentioned just now, yeah, on hand eczema reaction on hand. So because of frequent contacts with water, detergent, soap, okay, and also sanitizer, so the skin couldn't have the good proper duration of time to probably heal. Whenever it start healing, it will break down again, and start healing, it break down again. So these repetitions of damage and healing will make your skin on the hand uh, come to a stage where you see in the photo it's actually a mixture of inflammation, excoriations, peeling, scaling, and also a lot of erythematous respond as part of a healing and inflammation. So it's a combination of damage and healing. Yeah. Okay. So this will be a complicated condition, yeah, when your eczema on the skin goes up to this extent. Okay. So is it some area on a face which on the body which is like has its own natural behavior, like certain folding is sweats more, hand is sweats more, or it contacts more. So and also it depends on your own lifestyle. So it makes the problem every individual's atopic eczema's problem sort of like has its own characteristic. So whenever we treat atopic eczema, we need to also tally to each individual's characters, so then the problems can be solved uh, just nice for the person. Okay, so let's see. Okay, So yeah, this is a picture shows and some inflammative and some spots of infections on atopic eczema characters which occurs over the folding area in front of the necks. Okay, yeah, so you can see few spots of folliculitis, inflammation, excoriation. Yeah, so overall is maculopapular secretions. Okay, so this is a very common atopic eczema. So sometimes when we see this, or especially parents who sees this on their child's skin, they probably feel very anxious, very worried. Yeah, is there something dangerous or something sinister, things like that? Yeah, so not to be worried. Okay, so we need to understand what is atopic eczema, how it change, how's the characters of our skin, and what what kind of characters of atopic eczema is this, and what should we do if the skin behave like this or shows up like this, right? So some of questions from audience. Judy, yes, yeah, Judy is my lawyer supporter. Okay, is this redness treatable? Definitely, yeah. But sometimes, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, probably you have similar experience also. Yeah, sometimes when the skin is in this condition, when you apply some lotion or some cream, you may find that it may works or it may not works. It may be worsened instead. Yeah. So the reason is because sometimes when the skin become inflammation and infection, so certain cream like most of the time you may get some mild steroid or steroid cream from the pharmacies. Then you are afraid to use it, and then when you use it become worse. Or sometimes when you don't want to use steroid cream, you use lotion, and once you use lotion, if the skin has infection which you couldn't differentiate, then it may worsen it as well. So these are the tricky part of eczema, right? Okay, so you see, so basically it can be treated, but we need to understand what is the skin characters or skin condition at the particular time. So then it will be you will be able to do or put the right cream for the right skin condition. Yeah, for the best result. Okay, so let's carry on. Okay, yeah, atopic eczema can happen as early as infant or newborn baby. Okay, so for ladies and gentlemen, especially newborn baby mothers, new mothers. So if you do have your baby starting to show up this skin atopic eczema characters, don't be worried, don't be so frustrated. Okay, one thing you need to understand in these characters is probably the baby shows of characters is actually a signal that telling you yourself, mother yourself, you yourself has a weaker immune system, especially in your gut system during pregnancy. Yeah, so that's why the baby couldn't get a good antibody defense mechanism from you. And then whenever the baby is born and exposed to environment, it start to show the atopic characters on the skin. At the same time, if you are giving your baby breastfeeding, so you also have to start paying some attention. If your baby is showing up atopic eczema as early as a few months old, so it's actually fully depending on you yourself as a mother to provide the baby a good nutrients and antibodies so that it helps the baby to strengthen the immune system by themselves. Okay, so your breastfeeding is very important. How to strengthen your breastfeeding? You must make sure that you have a proper diet habits and also good health of your gut system. Yeah. All right. So later on, I will explain on how you can take care on all those health system on your gut and also your food choices. Yeah. Then you will be able to make your antibodies and also immune system stronger. So whenever you are breastfeeding, you are actually you can actually help your baby to stabilize the atopic eczema. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Some of a comment here I see. Yvonne Chang is asking, can adult has atopic eczema? Yes, of course. Yeah. Atopic eczema is born from genetics. So you probably had a genetic, but it didn't show up when you are younger. Probably you show up in your younger stage, but then it recovered and sort of like subsided after some time. But it can recur again. It can show up characters again whenever you grow up. So it depends on your lifestyle and also your skin characters and your body immune system characters from time to time. Okay, so then we'll see. Okay, so this is a bit worse characters, which is complicated with some excoriations and also uh, infections. Okay, so on the neck. Okay, it can happen on the teenage age. Some atopic eczema can also occurs just one particular spots. Okay, and this is actually we won't say that it's atopic eczema. It's not a classical characters of atopic eczema, but it's just a subtype of eczema reaction. So because of exposure to contacts like socks, dust, and also the sweats. So sometimes you will keep on scratching in one particular area, localized enzymatous reaction, and for a long period of time, you'll become thickened and hardened. Okay. So then usually it occurs at this both side of your lower shin area, we call it. Okay. This is more complicated case where it superimposed with some infections. So this is some sign of bacterial infections already sets in. Okay. Okay, so this is more on the excoriation part, okay, of eczema reaction. Some of the eczema can even complicated with fungus. Sometimes it can become worsen over some scalp area. Okay, so quite difficult to differentiate from dandruff as well. Okay, but this we have to look at the whole body skin to justify whether it's eczema or not. Okay, sometimes it become chronic and thickened. Okay, and a lot of wound, which gives a exposure chance for the infection to set in. Okay, this is more towards more on psoriasis like, not eczema. Okay, but sometimes eczema can also extend and worsen up to this extent, become lichenified, thicken, and not all those skin will become reddish, inflammative with superimposed infection. So Yvonne is asking, so by taking pre-probiotics will help the skin to heal. By taking pre-probiotics, you will just helping your gut to be stronger. Sometimes you also need to make sure that your pre-probiotics is functioning well or not, depends on the enzyme system inside your guts. So if you are making sure that your gut is protected with pre-probiotic and enzyme, then also you must make sure what kind of food that you cannot take. And also simultaneously you also need to have a proper way to treat your skin. Okay, or else you probably need some time to see your skin improving, and also you need some time to develop the health of your gut. And at the same time, if you don't take care of your skin, when your gut is healthier but your skin has already gone towards more extreme characters, so sometimes it's not healing, not because of your gut, but the skin is not properly treated. So that is the tricky part. Okay, so we need to treat both sides in balance. I mean, skin you also have a proper way to treat, and also you also have to start taking care of your gut and your digestion system simultaneously. Then only you will see the overall effect improvement and also sustainability of the effect, the stability of your skin afterward. Sharing Chong is asking, is this caused by food? Atopic eczema is not caused by food. It's actually a characters of your skin itself lacking of a ceramide in the barrier function. But the food actually were sort of like, okay, as I mentioned just now, atopic eczema is where because you have that kind of genetic. So whenever you have this genetic, your gut system is also slightly weaker than the rest of other people. So weaker in the sense of your probiotic or enzymes. So it makes your guts highly exposed, highly easily sort of like weaker, and when it's exposed to food, certain food, I will talk later. So what kind of food will cause irritation on your guts if your guts is weaker, and this irritation will generate inflammation characters and also weaken your immune system. Then it indirectly transfer into your skin, which making your skin weaker and also more unstable. So this is how the relationship between the food and the gut system. Yeah, Judita said it could be due to genetic. Yes, it is definitely due to genetic. Okay, but sometimes some of my patients asking, hey, they say they brought their child, the baby, yeah, and then they say, hey, me, the parents, father, mother never have eczema also. Yeah, okay, this is also a interesting part because yeah, nowadays we do see eczema characters more frequent. Yeah, sort of like flaring on children because nowadays children are more exposed to those more modern lifestyle. Yeah, a lot of processed food, a lot of nice food compared to previous older time. We don't really take this kind of food that much compared to nowadays. Yeah, so the food actually weaken the probiotic and enzyme on the children, and then if a children has underlying eczema genetic characters, then it will be highly exposed to this development of atopic eczema. Then yeah, okay, is probiotic help? Yes, prebiotics help, but you need to choose. Of course, quality is one sense, but you need to make sure that probiotic works adequately with good enzyme support. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of people say, oh, they have tried probiotic, prebiotic, but it still didn't see improvement. The answer here is either your probiotic and prebiotic you didn't take enough for a long period of for enough time, or you didn't combine with some enzyme to strengthen the probiotic growth, or at the same time when you take probiotic you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything on your skin. You just apply lotion, which your skin actually get more irritated from the lotion or the cream itself. So sometimes it just doesn't correlate. Yeah. So meaning to say, to solve your problem, you need to make sure your probiotic is taking in good amount of time, at least 3 months, and support with some enzyme if possible. Try to cut down certain food that can irritates your guts, and simultaneously you need to tackle your skin. If there is infection, you need to treat the infection. If there is inflammation, you need to lighten the inflammation. If there is some weakened sort of like epidermis where your wound, you need to stop irritation, stop all the lotion or cream sometime until it fully recover. Then only you stop support the skin with lotion. So the timing is very important. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so these are the types of eczema lah. Okay, so I just skip through. Okay, so which to see which one you are familiar with. Yeah, sometimes eczema can happen over just this area. Okay, yeah. Right. Also on the foot, this could be quite tricky because on the foot you wear shoes, you get friction, and you get exposed and irritates by a lot of dust, sweat, and repetition of this will keep on making the atopic eczema to become chronic or sort of like sustained. So quite difficult to treat. Yeah, or poor responsive to any treatment. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you scratch until you wounded. Yeah, you can see a lot of thickening on your skin, scars, wounded, painful, and some of my patients told me that they are also using like hot water shower to spray on this area to stop the itchiness. Yeah, but in a sense, you are actually worsening the problem. Yeah, you are further irritating or damaging on the skin if you do so. Yeah, so we understand that the itchy part is definitely very, very hard to control, but using the wrong techniques to control the itchy will actually worsen the problem rather than solving the problem. Yeah, it may solve a problem only that particular time, reduce the itchiness, but it doesn't solve a problem actually. Okay. So, okay, eczema can also occur on the face and lips like this. Yeah, quite frequently sees in teenage, especially females, young ladies, young girls, okay, around 13, 14, 15 years old, that kind of age. Okay. Yeah, on the face, sometimes baby's face can sometimes got a lot of scratches and get wound. Then the mother will be very worried, will the baby got any scars or not in the future. Things happens like this. Okay. On the hand, it will get sometimes as atopic eczema can extend up to got a lot of infection. Yeah, fungal infection can set in very easily. So makes things complicated and more troublesome, more poor response to treatment. Sometimes it may infects on the fingernails. Yeah, and also a lot of nails or got fungal infection. All the nails become damaged. Yeah, so these are the things. Okay. All right. So later on, okay, after this, I will talk about why atopic eczema. Okay, one question from Yvonne. Yvonne is asking, okay, coconut oil will help the skin. It will help the skin when you are applying it at a good timing. If your skin got wound, scratches, wound, or infection, then you should not apply, or else you will get worsened. Okay, both my lower legs tends to itch easily since after AZ. Uh, yes, AZ or any COVID immunization vaccine do have a standpoint where it triggers on your underlying inflammation. So if you do have underlying atopy characters, or if your inflammatory response in your body tends to be higher on the threshold level, so once you got vaccination, sometimes it may triggers up the inflammation response. You will feel some allergic response, like sometimes you may have urticaria or eczema reactions, or hair loss, or feel very tired, or disturb your sleep. All these are the related characters due to inflammation. Okay, so after vaccination tends to scratch it and get infected. Yes, of course, when you scratch it, you will get wounded and get infected. Yeah, and pharmacists ask to use aloe vera and manuka honey. No lah, when you got infection already, shouldn't use aloe vera and manuka. Okay, to help the wounds to heal beside applying antibiotics cream. No lah, no. Okay, once you got wounded infections, yeah, most of the time we will see the severity. If it is really bad, usually we'll advise on taking a little bit of medications like antibiotic to settle down the infection first. You can use some protection cream. Later on we'll talk about what is protection cream. So to protect the skin and to let the skin cool down. Once the skin healing or getting rid of infection, then only you start using aloe vera or certain honey things to improve the skin. But eventually these are temporary. If you are looking into long-term solutions, you should know how to establish the skin until it's fully stable. Then only is considered fully stabilized. Or else, aloe vera manuka is just temporarily improved, to switch the condition from inflammation to less inflammation. That's all. But it doesn't really develop the strong epidermis. What we want is we want to develop a strong epidermis. Why? Because the main problem in atopic eczema is you don't have a strong epidermis. Your epidermis is lacking of a ceramide ingredients. Yeah, so this is why. Yeah, so atopic eczema is lacking of a ceramide in your epidermis. So it tends to become dry and itchy. Then whenever you itchy, you will scratch and get wounded. Yeah, sometimes mild wound you use coconut oil or manuka honey. It may have some soothing effect and anti-inflammation effect. Yeah, but the thing is, after the improve, then what should you do? You cannot be continuing. If you continue also, it's not improving anywhere better. If you are not continuing, then it may get worse again because the skin still weak in terms of lacking of ceramide and weaker barrier function of the epidermis. So how to establish? So this is the part that why atopic eczema so tricky, but actually it's not tricky. Once you get understand the whole picture, then you will know how to handle it well. Okay, so don't let your skin eczema reaction get sort of like repeat too frequent for a long period of time, or else you'll get skin thickening like this. Then it will be even harder to establish back the healthy epidermis layer afterward. Okay, so basically for atopic eczema, yes, we know it's due to genetic, but there are four main characters that we need to tackle for atopic eczema. First, we need to tackle the gut health. Second, we need to strengthen the skin barrier, and the timing is very important. When and what kind of skin to apply what cream and how long. Then after that, what to do next and next to reach your skin really until you reach a level where it's stable and have a strong barrier epidermis again, which has a very full established ceramide ingredients. And also we need to look into body inflammation characters, like what Yvonne said. She has sort of a trigger eczema reaction after sort of vaccination. Why is this? So we need to look into it. There are many factors on your lifestyle also that contribute to body inflammation, and of course hormones. Especially adults, or any adults who have chronic eczema. Sometimes your hormones, underlying hormones, may already change behavior. Yeah, so because your body try to defend yourself from the inflammation and allergic response for a long period of time, your hormone characters actually change, and it makes your underlying immune system weaker by itself. So then after that, even though you use a similar medication again and again, it becomes less and less effective, because medication is just helping you to settle down the inflammation, but it doesn't strengthen your body. You need some hormone yourself. Now, your body should have the hormone to strengthen it back. But if your eczema has been lasting for a long period of time, your hormone itself also weakened. So even though you use medication, the hormone function in your body that's supposed to help you to strengthen back, it become not functioning well. So at that particular time, you will see and even experience that eczema, once you stop medication, it flare again. So there is just simple reason, because your hormone is not supporting. Okay. So what hormones then? Okay. Yeah, we will talk one by one. Yeah, we will discuss one by one. Okay. So I think first we go to gut system. Okay. Usually because of atopic characters, yeah. So gut system is weaker in the sense of probiotic and enzyme. So it may start as early as about 2-3 years old baby. Yeah. So okay. Then that's why whenever you have these characters, there are three categories of food commonly seen that can further worsen on the allergic response. First is processed dairies, second is refined sugars, and number three is trans fat, those deep oily fried food. Okay. Yeah, I give some example like processed dairies. So usually bakeries. Yeah, nowadays you see we have plenty of bakery shops around us. Any taman, any residential parks, or any shopping centers, processed dairies. I mean, bakery shop is a very frequently seen and also highly sorted kind of place to visit, to look for some nice food, nice things like that to eat. Okay, so especially children, they like a lot of bakeries, a lot of bun, or some croissant, or maybe some roti, cakes, chocolates, a lot of like sort of like, what do you call it, sponge cake, whatever, very soft, very nice, and sweet, okay, milky kind of thing. Yeah. So, but this processed dairies is the most frequently found food that actually may irritates and weaken on our probiotics and enzyme system. Okay. On top of that, another categories is refined sugar. Refined sugar is highly sought of, highly. I mean, we can easily see around in our food nowadays. Yeah, because most of the food in our market commercially available are those food which is nice, delicious, tasteful, tasty. Yeah. So of course there are a lot of sugars, inside those kind of food. Yeah. So this is one of the part of the food contents that we didn't realize, but we are taking it daily actually. Yeah. Another part is trans fat, deep oily fried food. Okay. It comes from a lot of junk foods actually. Yeah, a lot of biscuits, a lot of noodles. Okay. And also it comes from cakes. Okay. And also fast food, of course. All those delicious fast food start with M, start with K. Okay. Start with what else? A lot lah. Okay. So every one of you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So a lot of processed, ready processed food like sausage, bacon, nuggets, things like that. You also categorize as this deep fried food. Okay, and these are the food that we are taking almost daily, which we didn't realize that it actually become part of the most common or significant factors why yourself or your children is having eczema. Okay, so you want to say, so I must have hormone problems cause surgical menopause almost 20 years. I see. Okay, okay. Yes, possible. Yeah. So when we have menopause due to either surgical or natural, or biological, okay. So our body definitely will be weaker, especially female will feel your skin is drier and also weaker over some time, especially menopause for more than 10 years and above. Then you will see the impact. Yeah, a lot of ladies who have menopause at the first 2 or 3 years, they don't feel anything. If you go, okay, what, nothing, what, what's so worry? Why need to take supplement? Why need to take care all this? After 10 years, then you will seize it, you will feel it. Damage has done after 10 years, and by then you are too late. Okay, no worries. Okay, things always has its way to recover. All right. So how to strengthen your gut if you are always taking this kind of food, or if you are not sure, you don't have this kind of understanding, oh, this kind of food can take, that kind of food can take, then no worry, just take probiotics, enzyme supplement. If you always take this kind of food, but you know you can control it, let's say, then no worry. But if you need to take this kind of food time to time, let's say Chinese New Year lah, let's say festival timing, people makan, then you don't want to makan, okay, not give face, right? Then take a bit. Then sometimes children even so their happiest time whenever during Chinese New Year, cookies biscuit lah, Coca-Cola lah, what soft drink lah, enjoy. Okay, so then after that the eczema flares. Okay, so if you know that your children or you yourself are going to take this kind of food, okay, or always taking this kind of food, then you should tackle your guts by improving it using probiotics, enzyme, combine with enzyme, it works better. And also try to cut down the food from these categories whichever possible. Okay, all right. So next, okay, second characteristic is inflammation. A lot of people still asking me, what is inflammation lah? How do we know we have inflammation? Okay, we don't know one. Okay, we do not know. So inflammation actually is part of the free radicals generated in our body, whichever our body cells are metabolizing every day. Either the generated free radicals inflammations end up storing, remain in the body, or it just get sort of like rejuvenated out, or excreted out. Our body rejuvenate, and it have a lot of antioxidants to cut off and balance off the free radicals, then it's fine. But most of the time, when we age, when we are overexhausted, okay, or you're taking some food, or emotional disturb, maybe, okay, or lack of sleep, many factors, environment, UV radiation, it may make your body create more toxics or free radicals than what your body can clear off. So over some time, accumulatively, your body will generate more and more inflammation, free radicals in the body, and you are starting to reach up towards threshold. Threshold means the level that your body can sort of like still tolerate. If it is overshooted the threshold, probably your body couldn't tolerate after that. So these are the characters in our body. Simple to say, is part of the aging process as well. So children who has weaker immune system, due to atopic characters, then they will also generate higher free radicals in the body than the rest. So then their body also will sort of like easily flare up. So you need to also do something or you can do something, okay, to anti-inflame. So the one of the strongest antioxidants found evidence-based is called curcumin. Curcumin is essence, or the sort of like extracts from turmeric. Turmeric is kunyit lah, kunyit, wongkyong kunyit, kunyit. So it's actually a very easily accessible material in our lifestyle, in our food. But the thing is, a lot of people confuse and do not really understand. They thought, oh, I also eat kunyit, I eat nasi kunyit, I eat turmeric rice. Those turmeric are high fiber, only oily soluble, not water soluble. So meaning to say, raw turmeric is not helpful. If you want to absorb, your body, you want to absorb curcumin, you can't get it right from raw turmerics. So last time, there are a lot of ancient knowledge. So people use turmeric to treat, especially for confinement ladies, things like that. So, or after post surgery, things like that. Yes, there is some cultural way of sort of like rehabilitation or recovery sort of ways, but evidence-based ways of taking curcumin is you get a pure or ready-made supplement which contain curcumin, and best is to have a dosing which is high enough, at least 150 milligram to 200 milligram if possible, which is highly water soluble only, and then you will be sure that you are taking the best contents of curcumin for the best benefit of antioxidants. Yeah? Okay, then anti-inflammation also can be taken from a lot of other sources of antioxidants, of course. Yeah, in my clinic, Revival Clinic, okay, so we also have a custom-made formulated antioxidants, okay, which has a combinations of vitamin B, vitamin D, magnesium, okay. There are a few other things I can't really, okay. So there are few ingredients that works together for our body needs antioxidants, right? So you can also have this kind of supplement custom made for yourself beside turmerics, yeah, to make your body have a better antioxidants effect. Yeah, compared to rather just taking berries, peach, orange, a lot of tomato, things like that, or drinking wine to try to absorb resveratrol. Yeah, you are probably not getting enough. Okay, antioxidants in the sense actually nobody will say, well, more than enough lah, nothing. The more the better, because you are generating information every day without you knowing it. The more the better actually. Okay, yeah. So Judy Tan is saying, oh, I've been taking vitamin D from you. Yes, yeah, vitamin D is very important. A lot of people don't know. You never check, you never know. You never do a blood test, you never know. You think you have. If I say in my experience, 10% out of 10% I check, almost 10 out of 10 don't have adequate vitamin D. They have vitamin D, but not have adequate amount of vitamin D. The level is always insufficient one. Yeah. So how you want to have a healthy body if your body most essential vitamin D also you don't have enough? Right? Vitamin D is very important for the brain, for the mind, for the emotion, for the immune system, for the bone, for the muscles, for the heart, yeah, for your teeth. How? Okay, basic nutrition also lacking. All your cells are working in the sort of like depleted resources. Tak cukup kaki tangan, macam mana nak kerja, how to want to function optimally. All your cells do not have a good source supply. How you are expecting all your cells to work optimally? If your cell is not working optimally, then your cells are generating more free radicals than what you can imagine is generating more. Yeah, so free radicals and inflammation. Okay, so this is the thing. All right. So, okay. Next is our skin barrier. Yes, a lot of time our eczema flares, our skin barrier become weaker and weaker. Sometimes when it got infection or inflammation, the barrier is completely gone. Then even sometimes your skin try to defend by compensating thicker skin, but there is inflammation, fibrotic skin underneath your epidermis, which is even unhealthier, and your skin epidermis is even unable to generate any hydration, so then it will be even weaker than the rest. So how to generate back the skin barrier? Okay, most important sort of tips is whenever your skin is having wound or open scratches, okay, or infection or inflammation, reddish, got pus, got water, or got any wound, okay, don't use any lotion, okay, at that timing. Okay, cream also you have to be very cautious. The best is if you can have a protection cream on top, then after that you can apply some cream on the protection cream, then it may still workable. Okay, yeah, what is protection cream? Okay, this is our own formulated cream. Okay, because we study on eczema characters, this is one of the very special, crucial steps that helps a lot of people to be able to respond better to any cream or lotion by needing a kind of barrier protection cream on the skin. Okay, so this barrier protection cream contain no medication, no steroid, no antibiotics, nothing. Yeah, it has a special formulation, contains mainly zinc, as a minerals to support the skin epidermis. So this protection cream, whenever let's say you have wound or infection, you can apply as a layer. Then on top of the protection cream, you can apply your antibiotic cream or steroid cream to reduce the inflammation or to reduce the infection. Yeah. So you can always support your cream with this protection cream whenever you are using lotion. Let's say if your skin is stabilized, and your skin is no more itchy, just dry, then you can apply lotion. Okay, yeah, the tips here is don't apply lotion when it's wound or infection. But once your skin stabilized, no wound, no infection, means no any open wound, no discharge, and no redness. Okay, then you can apply lotion. Yeah, but to make your lotion works better, you can apply barrier protection cream, on top of lotion. Then you say you apply lotion, you massage. For some time when your lotion absorb, then you apply protection, then it give a better function, absorption for the lotion as well. Okay, yeah. So this is the part that you actually support your skin to improve better. Okay, so just now, Yvonne, whether you are still with us or not here, I hope you can get to know here. So whenever your skin, let's say if you are taking care of your gut, probiotics, you need to also have a good proper time where you use proper steps of cream at proper timing of your skin condition. Okay, yes. So whenever there's some tricks and do and don'ts lah. Okay. So to make it simple, you can always send us your photo, consult us online or in person here, then to get to know how to have a proper steps for yourself to take care of your skin. Then you will get the idea right. Then you will do better. Okay. Another important factors I would like to also emphasize here is skin barrier in atopic eczema. It couldn't develop easily. Okay, you need to help the skin to grow by how to help. You need to make sure your gut system is healthy first, and at the same time, you need to control and get rid all the irritations, inflammation from your skin by applying this protection cream, and try to control, settle down all the infection, unnecessary scratches, wound until it heal. After your skin heal, and it will come into a dry stage, which is dry but not irritated yet. In that sense, then only you apply lotion and protection cream, and then only you are considering starting, to develop the barrier of the skin. It needs at least 3 to 6 months for your skin in this supported way to build the sort of stronger epidermis with good contents of ceramide inside. All right. So yes, Yvonne say it's best to go to the clinic, the best, the better steps of our skin to heal better. Yes, yes. You are welcome. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you are taking enzyme. Yes, good, good. Yeah, okay. Enzyme from supplement. Yes, you can take from like apple cider enzyme, okay, or kombucha drinks, things like that. But those enzyme has some sugar contents, which is not so advisable. There are some supplement come in enzyme form itself. Then is better choice option. All right. Okay. If infected skin can't use coconut, definitely cannot. Yeah, you will worsen the problem. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Then let's talk about a little bit on hormones. Okay. So these are more meant for those chronic or more resistant cases of eczema where it's not responsive well with medication. So thyroid related, okay, hormone related to these characters are thyroid hormones, DHEA hormones, and vitamin D. Yeah, these three hormones. Vitamin D is a hormone, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it's a hormone, yes. Yeah. So okay, vitamin A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, our body needs these kind of vitamins. Why it called vitamins is because our body couldn't produce it by ourselves. Then we need it externally as a food sort of source, but except between all these vitamin, except vitamin D, our body is able to generate it by sun exposure on our skin. But the thing is, in our lifestyle now, we are always indoor under sunscreen, or our car is fully tinted, always walk under sun shaded corridors, we are hardly exposed to sun that much. So we are always on the suboptimum or even insufficient level of vitamin D. Our body is still able to produce some amount of vitamin D in that sense. Unless you are hidden in the dark hole or dark cave all the time. Or else you are still able to generate some vitamin D. But the thing is the vitamin D is not optimum or good enough. This is the reason you are lacking of vitamin D. Then that is why. Okay. So have to stop using coconut oil until wound heal. Yes, yes. Stop first, stop first. Okay. Okay. Then, okay. How to supplement these hormones if necessary? Our recommended choice is bioidentical hormones supplementation. We don't recommend any synthetic form. Bioidentical hormone is synthetic, yes, but in the synthetic form here, what I mean is synthetic is if it is chemically different of your own body's vitamin D or chemically different from your DHEA or thyroid hormone, then it's called synthetic or non-natural. We want something bioidentical. Okay, means the ingredients of the hormones is 100% similar to our own body's own hormone. Yes, so you use it as a supplement, and your body will not have any chemical side effects. Towards those bioidentical hormones, and of course, these bioidentical hormones is human made. You can't dig out from the from any soil or any holes. You can't dig out from anywhere. Okay, you still need to have a medical patent technologies to manufacture this kind of bioidentical hormones. But what we want is a bioidentical ingredients, which is chemically similar to our own body, to work as a supplementation to avoid all these unnecessary chemical side effects. Okay, because your body will respond to your own hormones naturally, don't have chemical side effects. Same goes to bioidentical hormones. Okay, but it needs to be taken under a guided way to reach the optimum level supplementation, so that you will benefit it, okay, to the most. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, okay, so I hope after I go through with you about 1 hour, talking in our live and answering your questions. Thank you for everyone, for asking questions. Yvonne, thank you. So atopic eczema is treatable with proper understanding. Choose the right method, use the right cream at the right timing of your skin, and starting to protect your gut. Okay, improving your probiotic and enzyme, cutting off all the kind of category of food. Okay, optimize your hormones if necessary. With all this recommendation, definitely your skin will have a very high chance to progressively improve and establish a good barrier function with good ceramide ingredients. This is for sure. So our jobs here is to explain to you what is your problem and to teach you what methods of cream application that you need to do. Sometimes we need to support with medication if your problem is worse. Okay, then we need to get your skin improvement until you reach a full stage of recovery and establish good barrier function. Then only your problem is solved. Okay, so good method with a guided good direction, and of course it needs some time. We are always here. Right? So then we will be able to solve your problem. Okay. All right, Yvonne, thank you very much. You saw a dermatologist in December. I understand. No problem. You are always welcome to visit us anytime. If you need our help. Okay, thank you very much. We are almost coming to the end. I hope every one of you enjoy our talks today. Okay, and if you wish to arrange a consultation, you can always call us in this phone number, 017-781-5237. Yes. So I wish every one of you have a happy Wednesday, and we'll see you again in our next Facebook Live. And we will stay tuned here every Wednesday, 1 to 2 p.m. to meet every one of you here. Okay. So thank you very much again for everyone who joined our live today. Thank you for your time spent with us. And I see you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.